In branch and bound part 2, I explained least cost search method. What is the objective behind least cost search? That here to search and answer node quickly. Just in the FIFO branch and bound, just next E node, next live node be selected as a E node, which is the first live node. The same in the LIFO, the last live node will become the next E node. So here this objective of the least cost search is to speed up the searching of an answer node. So we can quickly search answer node by assigning rank to each live node. And here when we assign the rank, some additional computational effort, or we can say that the cost is required. That cost is needed to reach the answer node from the live node X. Okay, so simply for any live node, for any live node X, for any live node X, or you can say that for all live node X, the rank is assigned using cost function. For all live node X, rank is for a live node X, rank is assigned using cost function C cap X. Okay, so here the selection of next E node, just what live node will become the next E node will be on the basis of this cost function. Okay, so here as the name suggests, the least cost search method, simply the least cost search strategy is a method in which the next live node X with least cost function is selected as a new E node. What I am saying that in a state space tree with every node X, rank is assigned using the cost function C. What is this cost function? Simply here the cost required, cost is required to reach an answer node from the live node X. Here the cost is assigned with computational effort, that is called cost, and that cost is needed to reach an answer node from the live node X. For example, suppose this is the live node X, okay, and here say if we are talking about this is the answer node. So simply just what is the, here I will assign the cost to X that is required to reach an answer node from the X, and from the live node X, and the next E node will be selected with least cost function. The जिस live node का cost function Cx will be the minimum, that node will be selected as a next E node. So here the least cost search strategy uses cost function, and this cost is assigned to every live node X, and the live node X with least cost function will be selected as next E node. So here the least cost search live node X will with least live node X with least C cap X will be selected as next E node. Okay. Now, in the least cost search method, again I am summarizing this. In the least cost search strategy, rank is assigned to each live node, and the next E node will be selected on the basis of this rank. The assignment of rank would require the additional computational effort or cost that is required to reach an answer node from the live node X. Suppose if I am saying what is the cost of this live node X, so the cost of this live node X is computed by the cost of reaching answer node X, answer node from the live node X. Okay, and the least cost search strategy, the live node X with least cost will be selected. Least cost that is associated with every live node. So the least cost will be selected as next E node. Okay. Now again, in the part 2 I explained the 0-1 knapsack problem, how to solve the 0-1 knapsack problem using branch and bound technique with this example. And today again I am explaining this, as this is difficult, so again I am trying to explain the 0-1 knapsack problem or the solution using branch and bound technique. How we solve 0-1 knapsack problem using branch and bound technique. Okay, as I told earlier that branch and bound technique is used to solve minimization problem. I know that we know that what 0-1 knapsack problem is maximization problem. So first, here it is required to convert maximization problem into minimization problem. So we can convert by taking this, what our objective is, minimize, we change the objective minimize minus summation pi xi and subject to summation wi xi less than or equal to m, xi equal to 0, 1, I is from 1 to n. Here I is equal to 1 to n, I is equal to 1 to n. So very careful, note down that here this statement, the 0-1 knapsack problem, what we are going to solve is, I am converting the maximization problem into minimization problem. One more thing, when we are solving the 0-1 knapsack problem as a maximization problem, then we use the term profit, because profit term is used for maximization. But here we are minimizing this term, so here I always in the whole algorithm I use the term cost. Our objective is to minimize this cost associated with every live node, and the live node with minimum cost will be selected as a next E node in the case of least cost search method. So here I am giving the I am giving the least cost search method to solve 0-1 knapsack problem, and then I will explain how to solve 0-1 knapsack problem using FIFO mechanism. Okay. So now this, as I told that this 0-1 knapsack problem can be represented as a fixed tuple size solution or variable tuple size solution. So here I am considering fixed tuple size solution. Fixed tuple size means that x1, x2, so on, xn. Solution vector is this one, and simply the xi belongs to 0 and 1. Each of the xi can be either 0 or 1. Okay, and here the leaf node are the solution node, the feasible leaf node, for which summation wi xi is less than or equal to m, means leaf node x is solution node is solution node if this condition holds. All other leaf node will be infeasible, and simply just there can be the number of solution node where this condition is satisfied. Our objective is to find one solution node, that is the answer node, for which this cost is minimum. For the leaf node, this cost is minimum. Okay, so how we solve this using? So I said that first to apply the least cost search method or FIFO search method, first we have to find the cost of each node. That cost is simply what? The cost of reaching answer node from the live node X. Okay, so simply just see this is the I have given, this is the upper bound function, u bound function, and this is bound function. This function is very similar, this function is same, in fact this function is same as the function what I have used in backtracking, but in backtracking I have typecasted it with float, but here just because this is algorithm I am not typecasting it with float. I am taking the profit vector, weight vector and the knapsack capacity as real float, so this expression will not create the problem. So now for each, first step here, for each live node X at level j, where j is greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to n plus 1. Okay, for each live node X we have to compute two functions. The one is C cap X and UX. To solve 0-1 knapsack problem using least cost search method, for each live node X at level j, we have to compute two functions. This is called lower bound, this is called upper bound. For every live node, we have to compute Cx and Ux. C cap X, suppose X is at level j. So if I said that if the X is at level j, so suppose just here I am at this level, the level number this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So if X is at level 3, it means the assignments of objects, assignment of xi's for 1 to j minus 1 have already been done. Now just to reach the answer node, we have to take the decision for the object from 3 to n. So in both the cases you see the loop is running from k plus 1 to n. So here the value of k is j minus 1. In this case also the value of k is j minus 1, where j is the level of node X. So suppose here in this case I want to at this level I want to compute the Cx and Ux. Okay, so at this point what will be the Cx? Cx will be given by this bound function where fractions are allowed. But in both cases the x, the profit here, the decision for x1 and x2 have already been taken, like x1 is equal to 1. So at this point x, the profit is simply, the cost is what? The minus pi xi. Let q equal to minus summation pi xi, I equal to 1 to j minus 1. Again see carefully, here x, live node x is at level j. So just how many decisions for how many objects have been taken? From 1 to j minus 1. So this is the current cost of reaching node x from the root node. This you can say that the cost of reaching node x from the root node. Here I cannot change this one because already the assignment for xi's from 1 to j minus 1 have already been taken. Now we compute C cap x. So now what I am doing? I want to do the find the cost of reaching from the level j to n plus 1 level. So Cx we call it with this function minus bound q and summation wi xi I is equal to 1 to j minus 1 and j minus 1. This function is called to compute Cx. Note down this carefully that Q is the current cost. Sorry, here simply I will pass minus of Q. Minus bound, and here I will pass minus Q. Okay. So why minus Q? Because Q is what? In the Q the cost is negative. So here I am passing positive cost because I have not changed the bound function what is used in the backtracking algorithm. But here the profit, I am taking the profit as negative. So simply the current profit till at the node x I am passing with negative. So negative and negative, this will become positive. And whatever the bound function, so bound function here I have used plus sign. So the bound function will return what? Positive profit. So here I will negate by using the negation sign to change the sign of the profit returned by bound function. Okay. And for ux I will call u bound function. U bound function, and u bound function the profit is q directly, because here carefully see in the u bound function just Cp is the negative and simply B is simply Pi. So B is negative and Pi is simply minus, so this will add and it will give the negative cost. Okay. So Q and summation Wi xi I equal to 1 to j minus 1 and j minus 1. In both the cases for the computation Cx and Ux, carefully see, in the Cx and Ux just the k is what? If the x for live node x you are computing the upper bound, sorry lower bound, then x is at level j. So I will pass here j minus 1. So it will take the decision from j plus 1 to n and add the cost to the current cost. Same for the upper bound, here the j minus 1 is passed. Okay. So here I am writing this so you don't have the confusion. Cx equal to u bound q summation wi, what I am saying at present at cw and j minus 1. Okay. And ux is equal to bound minus of bound minus q cw j minus 1, where x is at the level j. X is at level j and q equal to minus summation pi xi I equal to 1 to j minus 1. Okay. So now this is the example. For this I will generate the problem live node or problem state systematically. For every node I have to compute what? The lower bound and upper bound. Okay. So and with each node I will maintain the cost. Okay. So here see, the first is Cp, because at no weight, no Cw, this is Cw and this is Cp. Okay. and no weight is included into the knapsack and no profit is earned, and the node number is 1. For this node, I will compute this C cap x and ux, lower bound and upper bound. So upper one is C cap and the lower one is u. So here C equal to Cx. This is x is what? Here I am writing C1 and U1. Okay? So I am computing the Cx for the first node. So what it is saying that the first C, the x is at level j. So here 1 is at level 1. So I will call this function with 0. Okay. So q is minus pi xi. So this is also 0. So the first time C cap 1 will be called with u bound 0, 0 and 0. Okay. For same u1, C cap the bound is called and corrected, and minus bound and minus q, and ux is bound and q. This I have written the reverse. Cx is the when the fractions are allowed, and this is returning the positive profit. So just we negate it, and the ux is the upper bound. Here this is u bound. Function is u bound. So for computing ux, the u bound function is called, and for the lower bound we have to call bound function. Now C1 is u bound 0, 0. U1 is this is bound, and u1 is u bound. Okay, u bound 0, 0, 0. Okay, so first I am computing C1. So now C1, see, in the case of C1, C1, the C1 bound function is called. So and first I am computing u bound. So u1, the lower one, just lower one, u1 will be called with 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here I am making one table. Say just this is the table. Okay. So I W1 Wi for that loop, I Wi C and CW CP, sorry, PI and profit, and CW and CP. Okay. So here when the u bound function is called, the value of I, the running from k plus 1, k, the value of k is 0. So k plus 1 is 1 to 4, and the value of n is 4. The loop will run 1 to 4. So what I am doing actually in u bound function, we simply here the fractions are not allowed. At the time of computing the upper bound, fractions are not allowed. So we scan the objects from left to right, and if the objects are fitted into the knapsack, then we place it into the knapsack, and as soon as we get the first object that does not fit, it will return the profit. Okay. So 1. So W1 is what? 2. P1 is 10. CW is 0 and CP is 0. Now 0 plus W is less than or equal to 14. So here the C equal to C plus WI to be added. So here CW will be what? 2 plus 0 is 2, and the profit is 10. I will be 2. W, that is 4. 2 plus 4. So 4 plus 2, 6 is less than or equal to 14. So simply here its profit is 10. So this is minus 10. As I am calling here minus Q is in minus. Q is in profit, minus 10. And then 4 plus 2, 6 less than or equal to 14. So this is also added. So here this is 4 plus 2. The 6 is new weight, and 10 and minus 10 and minus 10 is minus 20. Then the I is 3. The third weight is 6. and the profit is 12. 6 plus 6, 12, which is less than or equal to 15. So here 15, so simply just this is also added. So the current new weight is 12 and profit is what? 12 minus 32. Okay, and the I is 4 and W4 is 9. Now see, 9 and the profit is 18. 9 plus 12. 9 plus 12 is exceeding from 15. So the fourth object is a first object that does not fit into the knapsack. So here see, the U-bound function will return the current profit, and here the current profit is what? Minus 32. So U1, value of U1 is minus 32. Okay. Now for computation of lower bound, see here again the lower bound is very similar to the bound, but what it is doing here, fractions are allowed. So the first object encountered that does not fit into the knapsack, simply just take the fraction of that object. So here the fourth object, for this first note, fourth object does not fit into the knapsack, so I will take its fraction. So what is the remaining capacity? Simply the 12. So the remaining capacity is what here? The remaining capacity is M minus C, 15 minus 12, that is 3. Okay. So here the third part of this object to be considered. So simply the B is equal to, B is 32 plus, here I am taking C, minus. So simply this is plus sign. So 32 plus what? The third part of Pi upon Wi, that is 2. 3 into 2, 6, that is 38. So B, the cost returned by bound function is 38. So C is minus 38. Again you can check that this is the live node X, which is at level 1. So the bound function will be called from 1, for the value of K is 0. So it will scan the objects from 1 to N. As the objects can be accommodated into the knapsack, it will be placed. As soon as the first object is encountered, it will return the profit in the case of upper bound. In the case of lower bound, it takes the fraction of the object that does not fit into the knapsack. This is the profit returned by the when fractions are allowed. Now this because this is the only live node, so first this live node is explored. It will generate all its children. Okay, so as there are 2 children only, so here x1 equal to 1. x1 equal to 1. So the first object is added. So CW is 2 and the CP is 10. 2 and 10, and the node number is 2. Okay, and it's here I am writing the upper one is, every time I am not writing the C and U, you note down that the upper one is the lower bound and lower is the upper bound. Okay, minus 32. I said I have to take one global variable upper that is initialized when the what is the cost when fractions are not allowed. This upper will be used to kill the node. Okay, so here at 1, upper is initialized with minus 32. What it is saying that is simply from this node, the cost of reaching answer node from this node is what? Minus 32. Okay, so here the upper is minus 32. Same, if we come here, uh, 0, 0 and the node is 3. So here it is required to compute what? C and U. So this is the case when the first object is not included. First object is excluded. So when the first object is excluded, then we start from what? Because this, again you see, this object, this live node, the third live node is at level 2. Here this is at level 2. So for the computation of u bound, just the what, j minus 1 is passed. So it will start taking, the loop, ith loop will run from 2 to. So I is 2, here I is 2 and W2 is 4. W2 is 4, P2 is 10, CW is 0, CP is 0. So 4 plus 0 is less than or equal to 50. So it can be added. Okay. So 4 and the profit is minus 10. Now the next is I is 3. The third object is weight is 6. The profit is 12 and 6 plus 4 10. 10 is less than or equal to 15. So it can be added. So 6 plus 4 10 and 12 minus 22. And now the fourth object weight is 9. Now this object cannot be included into the knapsack. So it will return, the upper bound function will return the profit minus 22. So this is what, minus 22. This is U3 equal to minus 22. Now see what about C3. Here C3, here it is same. But now the last object, the fourth object does not fit into the knapsack. So I will take fraction of it. How much? The 10. Now the remaining capacity of the knapsack R is what? 15 minus 10, that is 5. And the profit is till now 22. So B equal to 22 plus 5, M minus C is 5, Pi upon Wi, that is 2. 5 into 2, that is 10. So simply 32. So here the C3 equal to minus 32. Okay. So now at this time I am having two live node, 2 and 3. The cost of this live node, upper one, just this lower one is used for what? The upper bound is used for killing the node in order to avoid generating the subtree rooted at this node. So here I will take the decision on the basis of C cap. So the cost of 2 is minus 38 and cost of 3 is minus 32. And in the least cost search method, we select the next live node with least cost. So the least cost, so this node will be expanded first. Okay. So here x2 equal to 1. x2 equal to 1. So just 2 and this is what, 2 plus 4, 6, 10 plus 10, 20 and the node numbering is 4. Okay. And the C cap 4 equal to minus 38 and U4 equal to minus 32. This is same. And here two, 10 and the node numbering is 5. Okay. Now we compute C and U. Okay. C5 and U5. So for the U5, the second weight x2 equal to 0. Now see, first for the U5, the bound function is called, and for the bound function, this node is at level what? 1, 2, 3. So this will pass here. See, just this function will pass the 2, j minus 1. अगर वो लाइव नोड jth लेवल पे है, then j minus 1, because now just I will take the decision for j plus 1 to n object. Okay, sorry, j to n, not j plus 1. Already I have taken the decision. This is the third level. It means I have already taken the decision for 1 to j minus 1 object, and now I have to take the decision for j plus 1 to n. Okay, that is the cost to be computed. So if we apply the upper bound, so here see the what at this point CW is 2 and CP is 10 and the I is 3, W3 is 6, P3 is 12. 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2, 8, less than or equal to 15. So we can add it 8, and this is what? 22. This is minus 10. Here minus 10, and this what? Minus 22. This is minus 22, and then I is 4. I is 4. 4 is weight is 9. Profit is 18. Okay. 8 plus 9, 17, which is greater than, so it will return minus 22 as the fourth object. The fourth object whose weight is this. So simply just here the first object is included, the second object is excluded. 2 plus 6, 8, but this object cannot be included. Total profit earned is what? The cost of this is minus 22. Okay, and C cap 5 is what? Here I am directly writing, otherwise minus 22 and minus what? Minus 22 and minus now this upper bound I have to compute. So simply the C for the upper bound, remaining capacity R. R is 15 minus 8, that is 7. R is 15 minus 8 is 7. So B equal to B plus, that is 22. 22 plus 7 by the Pi upon Wi, 7 into 2. 22 plus 14, 36. Okay. So here this is minus 36. Okay. And now just see here the upper is minus 32. As soon as we get the upper bound less than minus 32, then I will update upper. So at this point upper is minus 32, here minus 22, which is greater than minus 32. So at till this point upper is not updated. Now at this point you are having the 3 live node, 4, 5 and 3. So now the next live node will be selected as E node with least C cap. So least C cap is the fourth one. 4 की है minus 38, 5 की है minus 36 and 3 की है minus 32. So the next live node, this live node with least C cap or least lower bound will be selected as a next E node. So here this x3. So x3 can be added. Yes, x3 can be added. So x3 equal to 1. What? 6 plus 6, 12 and 20. This again you write in minus 10, minus 10, minus 20, 12, minus 20 and 12 is minus 32. Minus 32, and the node number is 3, 4, 5 is 6. Remember that this node numbering is very important because as this is the branch and bound technique. Okay, so first this node is fully explored, so it will generate all its children. Okay, so the next children is x3 equal to 0. x3 equal to 0. So 6 minus 20 and what? 7. 6 minus 20 and 7. So here we compute what? CU. U6. So what is U6? U6 is, again see, first before computation the upper bound and lower bound check it, its level number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is at level 4. It means I have already taken decision for 3 objects. Now I have to take decision for 4 to n, that is 4 to 4. So simply just here the U bound function is called with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So J is 4 actually, just it is called 3. Okay, and it will, the algorithm will run from 4. So the value of I is 4, W4 is 9, 18, CW is 12, CP is minus 32. Now 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9 is exceeding. 12 plus 9 is exceeding from 15. So this weight cannot be added. So it will return minus 32. So this is what? U is minus 32. And the same, if we consider the 12 bound function. So bound function will give you what? The minus 38. You can compute. This is same as 111. Okay, the last object we take the fraction. Now here this u is, I is 4, w, and simply when we call what? The bound function. So CW is 6, CP is minus 20, and now the third object is excluded. Third object is excluded, 9 plus 6, 15. So 9 plus 15, it means this fourth object can be included, and the weight is 15 and the profit is minus 38. So here the minus 38. U is minus 38, and if we consider C, because the whole fourth object is included fully, so this statement will not be executed. So C is also minus 38. Okay. Now at this time the U bound, see, just I said that as soon as we get a node whose upper bound is less than the upper, then upper will be updated. So the new value of upper is minus 38. Now carefully see here the lower bound. Lower bound is giving the cost when fractions are allowed, and this is lower bound. Upper bound is giving the cost when the fractions are not allowed. Okay, and we know that when the fractions are allowed, then the cost is minimum. In other words, profit is maximum. So I have here I have got a node whose upper bound is minus 38 when fractions are not allowed, and here this is the node where the lower bound, where the fractions are allowed, the cost is minus 32. So this is having the higher chance to get the answer node or the node with minimum cost. So if any or all the nodes whose lower bound is greater than upper at any particular time, we are having a list of live node and you compare the lower bound with upper. If the lower bound of a node is greater than the upper, then this node is killed. This node is killed. Same here, the minus 36. So now this is minus 38. So this is the cost when fractions are not allowed, and this is the cost when fractions are allowed. So simply this node will not give you the optimal solution, will not lead to the optimal solution. So this node will also be killed. Now I am having only the two nodes 6 and 7 whose the minus 38 and minus 38, the upper is minus 38. So these two nodes cannot be killed. Okay, so now either, because both are having the same lower bound, so we can select any one of them. So I am selecting the 7th. So if I am selecting the 7th, then simply here x1 equal to 1. First see whether it is possible that or not. 6 plus 9. Yes, it is possible. So here x1 equal to x4 equal to 1. 6 plus 9, 15, minus 20 and minus 38, and this is what? This is 7, 6, 7. So this node is 8. This node is 8, and the u is what? Minus 38 and minus 38. Now if we consider this branch, x4 equal to 0. x4 equal to 0, then the 6 minus 20, and the fourth weight is what? The node number is 9. So here 6 minus 20, and the fourth weight is excluded. Fourth weight is equal, third weight is excluded. So simply its profit is 20. Okay, in both the cases, lower bound and I don't have the option. The first, second are considered, and both are. So simply here the lower and upper bound both are same, minus 20 and minus 20. Again, the lower bound value is greater than the upper, so this node is killed. Okay. Now again I am having the two node. Which one is given the optimal solution? Simply both are having the C cap 38. So now just you can explore, just this node cannot be explored, but this node, this is a leaf node. So now we consider 6. Okay, so 6 we cannot move to the left because 12 plus 4, 12 plus 9, 12 plus 9 is exceeding the capacity. So here x4 equal to 0, x4 equal to 0, that is 12 minus 32, and then the node number is 9, and simply just its lower bound and upper bound both are minus 32 as I am excluding the fourth one. So simply the fourth one is excluding, so then 10 plus 10, 20, 30, 32, and because the fourth object I am not including, so its lower bound is also minus 32. So again this its lower bound is greater than minus 38, this node is killed. So now finally I am having only one node. So here the path is 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. The path is 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. Okay, and now this is giving the path, but how to make the assignment? For making the assignment we add one tag field with each node. Okay, so here just if it is coming from the parent as a 1, then the tag field is 1. It is coming from 1 from the parent, its tag field is 1. This is tag field is 1, tag field is 0. Here the tag field, it is coming from the parent with 0 branch. Here it is coming from the parent 1 branch, and it is coming from 0, it is coming 0, and it is what? 0. So 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. So right there tag. So 8, 7, 4, 2, 1. So 8 is what? 1. So here 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0 and 1. 1, 1, 0, 1. This is the solution vector 1, 1, 0, 1. So 10 plus 10, 20 and 38. So 38 is the cost of this node. Okay. Now here this is the least cost branch and bound. Okay, so if suppose you are going to solve the same 0-1 knapsack problem for the same example using FIFO branch and bound. So if you are going to execute on the if you are going to solve the same problem with the FIFO branch and bound technique, then the only change is that here again either you use FIFO least cost or FIFO branch and bound technique. In all the three mechanisms, for every live node you have to compute these two functions, lower bound and upper bound. So here I am not considering the next node according to the cost, but here the lower bound and upper bound is used to kill the node. The next E node will be selected as a first in first out basis. Okay, so here see the first node, so I have computed, the second and third will be generated. Now here the difference between the least cost and first in first out, in the least cost I have selected this node as a live node, but now because in the FIFO this we do not consider the next E node according to the cost, we simply consider the first live node. So first live node first to be expanded, and then this live node will be expanded. Okay, this live node will be expanded, that is what? X1, X2 equal to 0 and sorry X2 equal to 1 and X2 equal to 0. X2 equal to 0. So here the 0. So first weight is added. First weight is excluding. The third weight is, second weight is added. So 4 is the current weight and 10. And this node numbering is 4, 5, 6. And here X2 equal to 0. X1 equal to 0, X2 equal to 0. So simply just here 0 and 0 and the 7. Now I have to compute C cap and U cap for both the node. So here for this node, the u, the first weight is what? Excluded. Second weight is included. So 4 plus 6 plus 9. 6 plus 4 10. So u bound 6 plus 4 10 is 22 because 9 cannot be added. So here the u bound will be what? Minus 22. Okay. And now here after this when I am adding, so profit is what? The first object is excluded, second is added, and from third. So the third is, this is at level what? 3. So I will be what? 2. I will be 2. W2 is 6, P2 is 12, CW is 4, and CP is minus 10 as the first is added. No, minus 10. Now it is at the second level, so it will start from third weight. Third weight is what? 6, and third profit is 12, and this is 4 and minus 10. So here 6 plus 4, 10, less than or equal to 15. So 10 and minus 22. The current profit is minus 22, and here the next weight is 4 and the weight is 9. 9 plus 10, 19. So u is minus 22. Now what is the remaining capacity? R. For lower bound computation, R is equal to what? R equal to 15 minus 10, that is 5. So B equal to B plus, B is what? 22. 22 plus 5. 5 into 2. 5 into 2, that is 10. 5 into 2, 10. That is 22 plus 10, 32. 32. So here this is minus 32. See, in this case before it is initialized with minus 32. It is greater than, this is also equal, this is greater than, this is greater than. Now come here, 0 0. Both the objects, first second object have been excluded. So the upper bound is 12 plus 18. 30, minus 30. Okay. So this is what? Minus 30. Okay. This is minus 30, and if we consider the lower bound, this is also minus 30. Okay. So now see, minus 30 here, this node, now at this time I am having the live node what? 4, 5, 6, 7. I am solving this problem using FIFO branch and bound, where just the live node, the next E node will be taken as the first live node, but lower bound and upper bound helps for killing the node. So here upper is minus 32, this is the when the fractions are not allowed, and when the fractions are allowed, this is giving minus 30, so this node is killed. This node is killed. So now this is minus 38, this is minus 36, and all are having the less than, the lower bound is less than the upper. So at present I am having 3 live node, 4, 5, 6. So the 4 will become, according to the FIFO branch and bound, 4 will become the next live node. Here 6, the third weight is can be added. So 12 minus 20 and what? Minus 20 and 12, that is minus 32, and the node number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and simply the C and U. So here see x3 equal to 1. So that's the same, you get what? Minus 32 minus 38. Here I have computed previously also this, what? 9, 6 and minus 20, x3 equal to 0. When x3 equal to 0, 6 and 15, so this is minus 38 and minus 38. You can check it. Just here the 6 and now the third weight is excluded and next 9. So 10 plus 10, 18, and the whole objects are included, so both upper and lower bound are equal. Now the next 5 to be expanded, 5 to be expanded. So here x 1 equal to 0, x3 equal to 0, x3 equal to 1. Now see, x3 equal to 1, so this is 2 and x3 equal to 1. x2, x1 included, x2 second object is, this is included, this is excluded, and this is included. So this is included, so simply just 2 plus 6, 8, and minus 10 and 12 minus 22. Okay. Now here, this is what? The node number is 10. Same here. x4. Now this is updated. Minus 38. Minus 38. Upper is updated. Minus 38. So this node is not expanded. See? Just here, the upper, by the expansion of this, I get what? The upper, which is greater than minus 32. So it's simply just minus 38. Upper is updated, and this is having the lower bound greater than this upper. So this node is killed. Minus 36 is greater than minus 38. This minus 32 is also killed. Minus 32 is greater than. So simply here again, I am having the 2 node, and simply just you can take here 8 or 9. But minus 38, sorry, this first 8, because this is a FIFO. First this node will be expanded, but here the x4 cannot be included now. At present x4 cannot be included because 12 plus 9. So here simply this node x4 equal to 0. 12 minus 32, 8, and here the minus 32 minus 32. This node is generated and this node is killed. Okay. And now here the 9 is what? The x1, x3 is equal to 0, and now the x4 equal to 6 plus 9, 15. So here this is x4 equal to 1. x4 equal to 1, so 50 and 20 and minus 38, and this is 10, and this one is 6 minus 20, x4 equal to 0, that is 10. Okay, so here minus 20 and minus 20, so this node is killed, this node is killed, and finally this is minus 38 and minus 38. So this is the answer node here if we solve the same problem with FIFO branch and bound. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, this node is 11 and this node is 12. Okay, this node is 8, this node is 8, 9, okay, sorry, 8, 9, and this one is 10, 11, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12, this node is killed. 11 node is simply what? The answer node, as all the nodes are simply in both the cases, either, and the third case I am not discussing, just do it yourself. Here when we solve 0-1 knapsack problem, either using FIFO or least cost, in both the cases, for every live node you have to compute the lower bound and upper bound. In case when you are using least cost search method to solve 0-1 knapsack problem, then the next E node will be selected with least lower bound. Okay, here the selection rule for the next E node is the lower bound. The least minimum वही लाइव नोड सेलेक्ट होगी फॉर द नेक्स्ट ई नोड जिसका लोअर बाउंड मिनिमम है. When we solve 0-1 knapsack problem using FIFO branch and bound, then again the for every live node you have to compute C cap and U. Here the purpose of lower bound and upper bound is to kill the node. Here this lower bound when the fractions are allowed, it is giving the cost when fractions are allowed, and it is giving the cost when fractions are not allowed. So at any particular time, if I am having the node where the upper bound is greater than it is less than the lower bound, where the fractions are allowed is greater than the upper bound, then that node will not give you the optimal solution. Here when you apply the FIFO, the expansion of node is not on the basis of lower bound. The first live node will be selected as next E node. Okay, thank you.